on your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell at before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good thing to say, I doubt that we'll stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Ooh, 10:07 in your face. World. I'm here. I did it. I did it. I woke up. I put on some makeup. I put on some new eyeshadow that makes it look like I am suffering from pink eye. But you know what? It can't always be a 10 out of 10 morning, okay? Last night was crazy. Welcome to Mayor in the Morning. It is Tuesday, January 10th, 10:08. Now it's 10:08. Look what happens. Time just ticks by. It was crazy last night. We had a crazy ass wet spot. And it was fun. And a lot of people came out. There was a large studio audience last night. Fealty was there. I see you. I see you in the chat, Fealty. It was Marshall and Lindsay, my BFFs. Mikey Harlow was there. Drunk Jimmy was there. And then guests were Dave Satzik, who has a new show at Levity Live in West Nyack that we were promoting. Also, Gina Hyena, a wet spot favorite. She's a bi-coastal babe. She's in New York. She's in LA. She's in Texas. She's everywhere. She's always a good time. It's nice when you have guests on that you know whatever else happens, like they will be fun. It will be a good show. And Gina Hyena is one of those guests where it's like, okay, she's here. Someone else I can bounce off of. It's going to be fun. Then we had, what the fuck was his name? I just met him. Dan LaRocco, who was at the show at the Stress Factory I did a few months back with Keanu. He was fun. I feel like he might have been a little overwhelmed, but that's what happens sometimes on your first wet spot appearance. You get a little overwhelmed, a little nervous, but he did all right. And then we had the legendary, I put on too many eyebrow pencil today, too much. Then we had the legendary Jessie Jane. Yes, that Jessie Jane from the famous pirate porn movie. She was in Entourage, Baywatch. She's been in Playboy. She's been in like basically every men's magazine on the planet. And this woman had no like ego about her. She didn't think she was like better than anybody, which I love. I like when people are just chill and just regular folks. Yeah, she came and hung out a little bit before the show at Sullivan's, and she was like eating a pretzel. I was like, this chick is she's a real one. Look at her eating carbs. And she's like, I would have stayed longer. I would have stayed at the after hang, but she had like a 6 a.m. photo shoot today. So she couldn't hang out after. She's so great. It's not Jessie James. It's Jessie Jane. Oh, there's a difference. Let's see if I can bring up an appropriate picture. Jessie Jane. Born Cindy Taylor. She's an American retired pornographic actress and model, best known by her stage name, Jessie Jane. She's the recipient of numerous awards and nominations over her career, including AVN and XRCO Hall of Fame. She's a Hall of Famer. She's also the Australian Penthouse Pet of the Month. Many accolades for this girl, but you wouldn't know it. You'd meet her, you'd be like, oh, she's chill as hell. Let's just make sure. What can I play? There's not much I can play, but let's see if I can show a photo. She kind of okay, wow. Be careful when Googling her. Okay, can I even show the no, it's so hard to show a photo without showing something inappropriate. My web browser's like, "This is suspicious. Are you sure?" Okay, okay, maybe this photo I can show. Oh, my poor browser history. Tainted, finally. Okay, let's show this picture. This is Jessie Jane. And this is she still looks like this. She's hot, she's fun. Let's see. Yeah, she's done many things. So, she was eating a pretzel before the show. We're all doing shots, we're having drinks, we're like housing mozzarella sticks because it's usually like the only meal I'll eat will be like before the show. Like I'll have something during the day, but I'll usually get to the city and I'll be like, I'm starving. So I'll either get like a coffee and egg bites or I'll like wait till I get to Sullivan's. And if I have time, I'll get the lamb chops, like the secret menu lamb chops. Or anyway, we didn't have time for that because I did Anthony's show. I popped onto Kumia's show, which is always fun. Who was the other guest? I can't remember his name. Robbie Bernstein. He does a podcast with Dave Smith, I think called Part of the Problem. I think. Or it's called something else. And yeah, so did Anthony's show. And then when Anthony's show runs late, like say it stops at like 6:30, then I only have a half hour to go across the street and drink and get ready for the show. So it's a little bit of a time crunch. But it all worked out because it was a great show. And the best shows are when you barely need any articles at all. You just talk to each other. And Jessie was saying that she was talking about how AVN is different than it used to be. The adult industry has changed so much. OnlyFans is so much better. Like I keep hearing that from people. I like mugs, but the coffee gets so cold so fast. What do you do? What's a girl to do? I have a K-cup machine. It comes out hot and then it immediately gets cold. Like you pour anything into it at all and it's like, "Sorry, you had about a 5-minute hot coffee window. And if you missed that window, girl, you're screwed." Where was I? Yeah. So we went over. God, the show started late because that's what I do. But it was so much fun. And Jesse's a blast. Frankie McDonald called in as he always does. And they showed a little bit of Jesse's porn. That's the one. If you sign up to Compound Media for no other reason, it's it's for the surprise porn. That's what they'll do. Like I'll have an adult film star girl on, and then Drew will just like whoop pop on some of their work when you're least expecting it, and then we'll sort of all take a pause and like, ah, yes, wow, look, really great work. I like what you're doing with the balls here. Oh, and then Drew had a really interesting story about going to jail. Drew, our beloved booth guy. You may know him from Simcast, from Content House. He was one of our booth guys at Content House. He went to jail. He met this girl, did coke with her. I don't know. They met at a concert. The whole story is crazy. And he's like, I spent 30 hours in jail. He was talking about all the cheese sandwiches that he was eating. They served him like 4 cheese sandwiches. It was just like bread and 1 piece of cheese. And he's like, well, I put them together and made one really big cheese sandwich. Like he figured out, like now he's going to start a show called Jail Hacks. Oh, just take your cheese sandwiches and put them together. Yeah, he went to jail for getting beat up by a girl. Basically, this girl, they got like hammered. He went home. He realized he had her phone in his pocket. And then he realized she had his keys and wallet in her pocket. And then they somehow met up again. And then she attacked him. He came in, he had scratches all over his face. He looked fucked up. It ruined his glasses. His glasses got broken. And like Drew's telling this whole story on Kumia's show. And then, of course, I'm basically making him retell the whole thing on my show. Because I was like, I don't retell your jail story, Drew. This is one of your few moments in life to shine. So he's retelling the jail story. And I was like, did you drop the soap at all? Like, let's get some of your jail moments, like the unplugged jail moments. Like, did you make friends with a lot of black guys? Like, give us the whole story. But yeah, he said everything took forever. He got a lawyer. She got a lawyer. They had to come to the conclusion that they weren't pressing charges against each other. It sounded very exciting. And I was like, wow, jail's really changed you, Drew. Oh yeah, he also like ate her ass out the gate. Like this whole story started with ass eating. He ate this girl's ass, and I'm sorry that it's 10 a.m. It's probably too early in the day for an ass eating story for most of you, but here it comes. He met this girl, immediately was eating her ass within like 15 minutes of meeting her. They're in a bathroom. He's eating ass. She's doing other things to him. He's a little out of control. Like when people go, "Oh, Chrissy, you're so crazy." It's like, "All right, let's meet the people around me, okay?" But he looks like a man in love. We were like, "This girl has so many red flags. She physically attacked you. She scratched up your face. She called the cops on you." And he's like, "I want to see her again. I have her number. I'm going to call her." And he was like, "She's a 9." She was really cute. So he's going to be coasting off that story for a couple weeks. Good for him. He needed some excitement in his life. And Garrett's just over there clicking the buttons like, "I'm a married man. Don't look to me for ass eating stories." Okay, I was not playing with dog pee. It was an optical illusion. It looked like I was, but I wasn't. Oh yeah, he did look at the hot, crazy Matrix. He decided that it was worth it. Mhm. And I was like, "Why didn't you just eat her snatch? Like, why'd you just go for the ass right away?" But that's how he roll. That's how he do. What else am I missing, Fealty? Technically, every cat owner can say the same thing about getting scratched and beaten. True. He was in jail for 30 hours. That's a whole day, plus a little more. Like, slept on a bench. Oh my God. I would be horrible in jail. Also, I don't want to go to jail just because like you're basically forced to break keto at that point. There's nothing to eat but these gnarly cheese sandwiches they give you. And he said he had to ration his water. They gave him one apple, and like he had to ration his water. Yeah, they met at a show. Okay. Fealty came and hang. Fealty, did you have a good time or were you traumatized? You've come to Wet Spot before. The bartender at Sullivan's, like he sees us come in every Monday, and he like sometimes he rolls his eyes, sometimes he's like, "All right, I'm gonna be making some tips." There was a time, I think it was at the Christmas show, he just leaned over and said to some like regular bar customers, "Every Monday," he's like, "Every Monday this happens," like because we come in like a fucking bunch of drunk tards. Like Marshall was crawling around on all fours for some reason. Oh, and this was the other thing, is I was really worried about Jessie Jane because she's a fucking super famous porn star, and people in the chat are like, "Chrissy loves porn." I'm like, "No, I really only watch porn on the show at this point. It's more like to support. Like I watch porn like a supportive aunt." I'm like, "Oh wow, good for you. I hope you got paid as much as you deserve for that. I hope you had fun. I hope it felt good for you." I'm not like, like need to see it. No. I think it's just funny. I think I've always felt like porn stars and comedians are kindred spirits, and that we're both sort of like trying to function outside the matrix, and we're often ostracized from regular life in some senses. Like, and then you hear story, and I feel like porn stars now even more so because they're getting their like debanked. Don't ever work with Chase if you're in one of these different industries like comedy or porn, because they're likely to debank you. And so I was like, Marshall. First, I asked my buddy Jordan if you've ever watched the show. He's like my only, but he's not my only black friend, but he loves Wet Spot and he's there a lot. He's a cool libertarian. I think I met him at the Minds event. So he's hanging out. So I was like, Jordan, I need you to do security. He's like, I can't. I'm busy tonight. And then I was like, Marshall, I need you to do security. Like Jessie Jane is coming, and I need you to be sort of like a creep barrier, because I know that there's creeps that show up to my show. And so Marshall comes, as expected, all dressed in black, wearing an FDNY hat. Like, I like that he dressed in what he thought bouncers are supposed to, or security are supposed to wear. And he looks the part, although he has a big beard. So we were calling him like an Amish bouncer, which is fine. And Lindsay was there too, who I love. And oh God, it was just so funny because the show ends. There weren't any like lurkers, at Sullivan's or as we were going into the building, which was great. But when we were done, there were lurkers. So Jesse had to leave early. Like, and by early, I mean like as soon as the show ended, which we started the show like 15 minutes late. So at that point, it was like she really had to go. So she's running out first. I'm like, Marshall, walk Jessie down. Like, just go down in the elevator with her. Like, just make sure she gets in her Uber okay. And like, thank God I did, because Marshall said there were 5 lurkers waiting outside for her. And if you're watching, I know who you are. I mean, I at least know who a couple of you are. So I was glad that Marshall was there for security. And Jessie was so chill and like gracious. It took selfies with everybody, maybe did some autographs, whatever. And Marshall was like, back away. Like, I hope he was extra about it. So she got into her Uber okay. And then when we came down just a couple minutes after her. It was like the rest of us, right? And like Lindsay, Fealty, Mikey Harlow, Drunk Jimmy, Dave Satzik, Dan LaRocco, also Drew. We get down there. There are still lurkers and creepers, and we'll call them fans, waiting for us. And Lindsay's got this like basically like a white fur shawl thing on. So she kind of looks like a porn star because she's blonde with this fur on her. And they were like, they didn't know what to do. They were like, ah. Because sometimes they know, like, I think they knew Jessie was coming for sure. One of them follows one of my accounts. So they were ready. And I was expecting a couple other like local yokels to show up, like this guy Ian, who like is if you watch the Porn King contest, it was Michael Gavin Ali versus Ian. They're like arch nemesis because they're both like autistic and obsessed with porn. I thought for sure they both were going to be there too, but they usually like we're kind of friendly with them, and they'll sometimes say that they want to stop by and watch the show, which is okay. But I don't like this lurking outside business. I don't like the TMZ energy that we're starting to get outside the show. And so they're like, ah, and they didn't really follow us, which was nice. They didn't follow us into the bar. And I was like, oh, does anyone want my autograph? No. Okay. All right. See you later. So we had fun. And then I ended up tasing myself. Oh my God. Should I show you guys I got a tase pen for Christmas. I will. I'm going to get it. Hold on. Don't move. Don't move a muscle. It was an eventful night. Last night was maybe too eventful. Okay, so I'm showing everybody. I got this was a Christmas present from my soon-to-be mother-in-law. And this looks like unsuspecting, right? It's like unsuspecting like vape pen. And here's the end that you charge. And then here's the end where the magic comes out of. And I was showing them like you turn it on like this. The lights come on, and then this is the thing. I fucked it up. Here's how I fucked it up. I'm just gonna do it for a second. It's like that, right? So the buzz comes out this end, and I was just showing them, hey, here's my new like tase pen in case I get attacked, wee city living. And I went to show them, and I'm like, I had like a couple drinks at this point. I'm holding it with the wrong fucking end, like an idiot. And I'm like, you guys want to see how it works? And I turn it on and I buzz it and I fucking tase the fuck out of my hand. It was so funny. I wasn't expecting it, and it like hurt. Like, I'm like, all right, now I know it works. I'm laughing so hard. Like, you know how like when like Black people find something really funny, they like travel, they laugh, and they like walk across the room. I did one of those. So I'm holding it here on the bad end. I'm like, you guys want to see how it works? And I was like, ah! I drop it. I'm like, my hand. I survived. But then Fealty really wanted me to tase him. And at first I said no. And I was like, what do you have, an electrocution fetish? What's wrong with you? But then eventually, he did wear me down, and I did tase him. And they say the yes areas for tasing when you get the taser are like here and here, and then I don't know, sort of like around your pelvis area. But if I'm ever in a situation, I'm just gonna tase somebody, like I'm just gonna cram it up the guy's asshole and be like, "Bzzz," like whatever I have to do. Like if I get to the point where I'm getting attacked and I actually am able to get the taser out, I'm just gonna be like hap wherever I can get contact. I should read you guys the directions. It's called a pain pen, a 25 million stun gun. Streetwise, they are not a sponsor. Yes, very discreet. It is a powerful stun. I can attest to that. Discreet protection, safety switch, high quality stainless steel. I was like, I'm never going to use this. And then I was like, well, let me just bring it just in case. So they say the areas you're supposed to stun are top of the shoulders and then, I don't know, top of the crotch and the other side of the leg. But why am I going to do that? I'm just going to like, I'll fucking tase you in the dick. I don't care. And then what's interesting, okay, here are the effects of the unit on an assailant. Touching an assailant for less than a second will cause minor muscle contractions and have a repelling effect. Number 2, touching an assailant for 1 to 2 seconds will cause muscle spasms and a dazed mental state. That's what I did. That's what I did to myself when I tased myself in my hand. It was definitely one because I'm holding it. I was like, bzzz, and I was like, ah! All right. If you touch an assailant with a taser for 3 to 5 seconds, it will cause loss of balance and muscle control, total mental confusion, and disorientation. All effects to the assailant are temporary, and the stun gun can cause no permanent harm. Note, you should not use the device for longer than 5 seconds. So she can't be like, tasing for the whole length of a song or something. So then Fealty was like, tase me, bruh. And so finally I tased him a little in the shoulder just for fun. And then Lindsay whipped out her taser. I thought I had a taser. She has a taser. She had like a taser like you see in the movies. It was like, it looked like a Ghostbusters weapon. It looked like a freaking proton pack. It had teeth on it. She had like a legit military grade taser. Mine is just like a dumb girl taser. But it works. It wasn't really that bad. So tasted pennies for a few minutes. You were like, more. It does. It feels a little. I still kind of feel where I did it. Maybe it's just muscle memory. Maybe it's like a phantom limb. It was fun though. Drinking and tasers are not the best combination. And I think I learned why. What's up, deranged lunatic? Best part of waking up is an ass in your face. Yeah, I guess I'm learning that. But it depends, like the quality of the ass, the status. Is it showered? Is it sweaty? And this was like, Drew was talking about the situation where like, okay, you ate ass. What was going on here? Was she wearing a skirt? Was she wearing jeans? And it's like she was wearing jeans and it was a concert. So it's concert and jeans. That's like that's sweaty, swampy jean ass. But he's, you know what I mean? Like he's like a thirsty guy in a desert. So sometimes you just got to take what you can get. We Gators don't bite that hard for 5. I believe you posted an absolute smoke show picture on Twitter with a friend. Congratulations for not having to commit. What? Congratulations for not having to commit to going to the gym in 2023. I think what's trying to happen here is a compliment. Thank you. I did commit to go to the gym this year. In fact, I have very much recommitted. I'm going to try to go 4 to 5 times a week until I collapse. That's the plan. Just to get like super snatched. But thank you. Russell Hall, an underpowered taser is worse than useless. I could power mine up. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to finish my taxes and charge up my taser. And I'm going to just bring it with me every Monday and tase one of my friends. Andrew Matthews, avoid the chest because of the heart. Oh. Why didn't they tell me that in the instructions? Like, I haven't been out here tasing people in the heart, but, like, that would be good to know. Like, don't just do, like, limbs. All right. Wow, that's really helpful. Russell Hall, that pen would only piss someone off. But if you're not expecting it, it's enough to be like, whoa, it's electric. Don't you know it's bad? Da, 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 da. Oh, carry wet wipes? Really? If I'm attacked and I bust out a wet wipe, is that really going to dissuade anybody? Okay, no, I don't want to do manslaughter. No, I don't. I've also been told that if you're getting attacked, if you're getting graped, that you should pee on yourself. That like deters people. So, but like, what if you just went to the bathroom and you don't have to pee? You have to muster something up. Gators, back for 5. Ooh, you are getting married. Congrats. Condolences on having to hit the gym. Maybe tase the person on the treadmill next to you for motivation. I don't do treadmills are for fools. If you're working out, if your workout involves treadmill, come on. Don't ever do a treadmill. Treadmill sucks. There's so many other better ways to work out that don't involve a treadmill. Like, honestly, your workouts should be more weight-based and strength-based than cardio. If you're, like, running your life away on a treadmill, first of all, you're gonna be depressed, you're gonna be unhappy. There's not a planet, there's not a person that exists on any planet or on this whole flat earth that enjoys treadmill workouts. They're pointless, they're boring, they're depressing. Get off the damn treadmill. You should be hitting the weights. Come up with some sort of circuit exercise for yourself, like circuit training. It keeps it interesting. Strength training is always going to be better for you because after you're done lifting those weights, like your body burns more calories for the rest of the day. And that's what actually tones and shapes your body. And eating is the thing that you got to get a hold of. Like, that's what's going to help you like lose the fat and like shrink down. But it's like, it's getting off bread and getting and hitting the weights is what gets you snatched. So no treadmill. Sorry, I get very triggered by the treadmill. I spent years like doing dumb workouts. So it's like, now that I've found something that actually works, I'm going to be very annoying about it. Get an actual taser, Chrissy. What's wrong with my pen taser? I think this also was hard to get. Like, I think I don't know. I don't know how we got it. Gators. I lift 6 times a week. You'll never find me on a treadmill. And if you do, tase me. Okay, Florida man. I lift 6 times a week, brah. Get juice. Get jacked. You could use the treadmill on an incline, but like, don't do more than 15 minutes on there. If you do it to warm up, sure. But if you're like on a treadmill as a workout, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's people out there who really love the freaking treadmill. I don't know. You're probably boring. You're probably a boring person if you like to do if you like a treadmill. That's like you're someone who likes to walk. Like, ugh. I get triggered by the gym in general. That's how I used to be. I used to really hate the gym. My first experience with the gym was like, when did I start going? A little bit in high school. I was a lifeguard. I would go with my sister. I went to this gym in Rockville Center. And it was like, okay. Then you start going to the gym, you start seeing the same people, and then you feel like, oh, I like to go to see the people. But you need like a plan. And then I had a trainer guy like kind of hit on me. This was like in high school. I'll never forget it though. Might have been like college. He was like, oh yeah, when I get a hold of you, I'm gonna the things I'm gonna do to your body. And I was like, all right, this is not sounding good. Like it was creeping. So I was like, bye. And then I went to college, and Fairfield did not have a good like. They're not really known for their sports. They're definitely not known for their diving. And so they had us on like the football weight training program. Like they didn't have a swimming, diving, weightlifting program. We were just doing, I'm like, why am I doing shrugs? Like, why am I doing weighted shrugs? I'm a diver. Like, shouldn't we be doing like leg stuff? Like, I think calves would be good. Squats would be really good to do for a dive. It should be, like, basically a lot of weighted squats because it's all, basically, like, quick, bursts of energy that you need for diving. Like, we should be doing not, like, powerlifting, but it should have been more squats, more legs, because that's what you like, if you're stronger coming off the board. I feel like I could design a better, like, weight program for a diving team now that I think about it, but we didn't have great guidance. Like, we were just going to the tanning salon and doing weighted shrugs. And then after college, what gym did I go to? Then I had a Bikram yoga phase for many years, which I loved, which you lose a ton of weight because it's 100 fucking degrees in there. And it does really tone you up, but you can get very, very skinny. Because you burn a ton of calories, but it was good. It was like really relaxing. There's something about like the hot yoga, like being in a hot room. You're just like, oh, it like blows all the stress out of you. And it's great for posture. I would recommend Bikram yoga, especially if you're a dude who wants to meet chicks. Always a ton of chicks in Bikram. And then, yeah, I found F45, which I really like, which is basically like circuit weight training. They just move you along. They tell you what to do. You just go in there, you turn your brain off, you just listen to them, and you just like rock out as hard as you can for 45 minutes. Okay, yes, also stop eating. But stop eating bread and sugar. Just eat meat, eat eggs. You can have cheese if you want. Eat a ton of eggs. Eat the egg bites from Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Those are okay. Yep. The gym is like an excuse to exercise. If you can't do it at home, you're never gonna do it. Nah, everyone's different. Like, I remember during the pandemic, I was like, I'm gonna work out at home because all the Planet Fitness shut down that I was going to, and I bought like a couple of no, and I just never did it. So I'm somebody who needs to like go to a place, like get gym clothes on, go it's an event, go do a thing, drive, come back. You feel like, oh, I've done something. But yes, shout out to F45. Also similar to them is Orange Theory. I almost joined a weight loss is 80% diet, 20% exercise. Weights are better than cardio. See, Cecil knows. Cecil's gotten so snatched lately. I'm going to invite you to this live stream, Cecil, whether you like it or not. Are my lights flickering? No. Okay. Cecil, you missed Jessie Jane yesterday. Okay. Why do I have the electric slide stuck in my head? Yeah, unfortunately, it's 80% diet. Just stop eating sandwiches. Eat the inside of the sandwich. Throw the bread away. And I used to think that losing weight was all about like, oh, I just have to eat a big salad every day. Nah, fuck that. You don't have to fuck with salads. If have like some veggies here and there, but just like load yourself on protein. Stop eating bread, and the rest will figure out. Oh yes. Russell Hall. A BB gun has more stopping power than that pen. Well, I'm not going to carry a BB gun on me. Pilgrim Media. Do you have a gift registry on Amazon? No. I have I think I had one like just for me. It's basically just like a lot of books that I want, but nothing like that. I do not have a 6-pack. I have a muffin top pack that I'm working on. What's up, Binary? I was a heavy smoker for a long time. I have needed the cardio to strengthen and condition my heart, lungs, and circulatory system so I can lift in the future. Okay. Yeah, some cardio is like fine, but I'm just reminded of the workouts that like I see a lot of like women doing, like sad women. It's like they're just running for an hour on the treadmill. And it's like not just like wee, but like I hate myself running like that. We've all seen that person at the gym. Blasting off hot protein all day. Ew. Okay, yes, sure. All right, all of you are just cardio simps in the chat. Cardio is useful because it helps support the sure. Do some cardio, but get off bread. You will miss it at first, and then you'll get over it. Guys, Diamond from Diamond and Silk died. This is so sad. I think she was young, too. Trump-loving entertainer Diamond of Diamond and Silk. Dead at 51. That's so young. Like, what the fuck happened? Donald Trump is mourning the death of entertainer Diamond Lynette Hardaway, best known as half of the duo Diamond and Silk, after her death Monday night at the age of 51. The unexpected death of Hardaway, one of Trump's most ardent supporters, was labeled really bad news for Republicans by the former president. Really bad news for Republicans and, frankly, all Americans. Trope. Trump wrote on Truth Social, our beautiful Diamond of Diamond and Silk has just passed away at her home in the state she loves so much, North Carolina. Oh, that's sad. Referring to Hardaway as Magnificent Diamond, the ex-POTUS said her sister Silk Herneithia Rochelle Hardaway. God, I didn't realize they were sisters. I mean, like, related sisters, like sisters. Her sister was with her all the way, and at her passing, there was no better team anywhere or at any time. Gosh, that sucks. They were so funny together. Wow. 51 is way too young. Health concerns about Hardaway were expressed in November on the duo's official Twitter account. I wonder if she is yabbed. Diamond and Silk rose to fame during Trump's 2016 presidential campaign after they sensationally switched from lifelong Democrats to hardcore Republicans after Trump's White House bid was announced a year earlier. The vloggers became social media stars and frequent Fox News guests throughout Trump's tenure as commander-in-chief, including appearances with Trump in the Oval Office. Wow. They were like so involved. There was no better team anywhere or at any time. Diamond's death was totally unexpected. Probably her big and precious heart just plain gave out. Rest in peace, our magnificent Diamond. You will be greatly missed, he concluded. I'm so used to like reading into everything so much. I'm like, oh, why did he capitalize heart like that? What does that mean? Did he know something? A Give Send Go page has been set up in her honor. A message on the page reads, "The world just lost a true angel and warrior patriot for freedom, love, and humanity. Diamond blazed a trail founded on her passion and love for the entire race of humanity." The message continues, "The memory of her passing should forever remain in our hearts. In this time of grief, please respect the privacy of Diamond's family, but remember and celebrate the gift that she gave us all." Hardaway's health sparked concern back in November after the duo's official Twitter account pleaded with fans to pray for her. Oh, I wonder what was going on. Oh, this was when they testified before the House Judiciary Committee in 2018. Anyone who believes in the power of prayer, please pray for Diamond, the tweet read, though a reason for the sudden plea was never given. In 2018, the pair claimed Facebook had flagged their Trump-loving videos as unsafe. They received an apology from the social media site several months later. The sisters were fired from their Fox News roles back in 2020 for promoting conspiracy theories about COVID. Good for them. They also claimed on air that death figures from the virus were being manipulated to ruin Trump's image. I don't know. I don't detect any lies. She was an inspiration for all of us, black or white. She told it like it is. She was the more vocal one, but her sister is great too. I loved watching them. It's a sad day, of which there have been too many lately, with too many passings. Prayers for her and her family. Suburban white women will be telling their daughters the legend of Diamond for years to come. Aw. What is she going to do now? Is it going to be just Silk? Or is she going to look for someone else? Is it going to be like, are they going to like, hopefully they have a cousin named Crystal or something. Or like, I don't know. Silk and Satin. Silk and Rhinestone. Oh, I hope Fox will remedy this by putting Silk back on the air. That's so sad. Oh. Shout out to Diamond and Silk. I wonder what Silk is going to do next. Yeah, maybe they have a sister named Ruby. Maybe we should make Silk a permanent member of Simpcast. Silkcast. Prayers for Silk. Oh my God, look who it is. And then Marshall poked me in the eyes. He was doing like a dramatic reenactment of how he was being security. He went like this with his arm, and his arm just happened to be perfectly at my eye level. And he was like, poke, just like a full-on open-eyed eye poke. It's really funny though. You know what? I was due for an eye poke. It had been a while. Okay. Sorry to yawn. Wow. Poor Silk. Do we know how she died? Is anybody? How did Diamond die? I don't think anybody knows. It's just saying died unexpectedly. Not a specific cause. Maybe it'll come out eventually as they do autopsy. Wow, Mike Harlow punched me as he was hugging someone else, but I think it was planned. It's a little bit rowdy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, now I have a taser, everybody, so watch out. Maybe it was climate change. Yeah, these are all good ideas. It was global warming. Guys, I have shows coming up. I want to let you guys know that let's see, let's go to my web. I need to fix my website. I was told I talked with a potential maybe person who's going to help me book more shows. Maybe he's a manager. I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but I have to get more stand up on my website. So I got to work on that. Comedians of the Dabbleverse, as part of DabbleCon, will be Friday, February 3rd. Then we got the live podcast tapings as part of DabbleCon, a meet and greet, and the Dabby Awards. It's all going to be at Comedy at the Carlson in Rochester, New York, February 3rd and 4th. Come on out. Man, that's coming up. That's in 3 weeks, basically. I got to buy flights. I'm not driving to Rochester. I'm going to get a cheap flight. And then, yes, going to be a lot of good people at this convention, this con. Anthony Cumia, Bob Levy, Shuli Egar, Carl Hamburger, maybe the Potato. I don't know. Everyone from the Dabbleverse will be there. And then I'm headlining in San Diego. This is big. Woo! I'll be headlining at the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego Friday, February 24th and Saturday, February 25th. I gotta book my flights for that as well. And Lila Hart will be opening for me at these shows in San Diego. That's gonna be a hoot. Gonna be fun. Cecil is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Do I sound like shit?
No. Are you feeling shitty?
No, because I'm driving.
Oh, where are you driving to?
I'm going to DC to meet Alex and his wife's boyfriend. We're going to the Capitol today and tomorrow.
Really? Wow. Yeah. What? It's a little late to celebrate January 6th.
Yeah, we're on BPT because of Dontarius.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you okay? So are you with Dontarius? Are you picking him up, or
No, he took the bus. He's going to be driving home with me.
that's so typical. Taking the bus. I always would take the train to DC. just get on the Amtrak or whatever. It's pretty quick.
I didn't even think of that. I was looking for
Yes,
flights.
it's you have to take the train, the Amtrak. It's like what? Maybe the tickets are like $50 or something, and you don't have to fuck with driving or getting gas or.
Am I retarded? I mean, I'm still in.
You should have. Let's see. Let's look up the train. Amtrak. You leave right at a Penn Station. It goes right into whatever the fuck the station is in DC. Where are you right now?
I'm on the Long Island Expressway, but I could jump off here. Bayside Station, take me
I'm gonna say Penn Station.
right to Penn.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
No, I wish I fucking had a brain. I would have done this.
You should have asked your experienced Washington
No.
DC friend.
Well, at least I know you know what you're talking about, because you do not want to drive to Rochester. That's like the suicide run.
No,
it's the bleakest, especially in February. Oh my god, so bleak. The landscape is just gray, and
yeah, it's gonna be.
I
gross.
think it's like the suicide capital of New York is Rochester.
Really?
Just thinking
that's
about
exciting.
It's grim. There's nothing to look at.
NYC to DC train. Why can't I fucking Google shit right now? Amtrak. All aboard Amtrak. Okay, Penn Station, New York City. Moynihan, that's what it is. Moynihan Train Hall at Penn Station. They redid it and they're calling it something else. That's why it fucked me up. Washington, DC. Depart date. Okay, then you're going to Union Station. Right. Depart date, we're going to say today. When are you returning? Thursday? Just 2 days? Why is it being gay right now? Aha! Find trains. I'm just going to see what they have. Choo choo! You know what? I'm going to... Okay, these are more expensive than I thought. Okay, it's already 11. All right, there's business class. Okay. All right. I'm seeing coach prices like if you leave $138 is what we're looking at for cheapest, or $115 if there's one that leaves at 3 that gets you into at 6, but it's like a 3.5 hour thing.
I might as well drive.
Okay. Man, I don't know, maybe it used to be cheaper. Maybe it was cheap. Maybe it was cheaper when I went last time, or maybe it's cheaper.
Everything's more expensive. You're talking about eating eggs. You see how much eggs have gone up?
Yeah, you're right. Eggs are a lot. I don't remember it being this much.
I was like $2.99 for like a carton of 18 like 6 months ago, and now it's $7.
Ugh. Eggs be crazy. Eggs are, yeah. Marshall, tell us about the New York City eggs. $9 for 19 eggs. No, for 18. They just take one out.
They throw an extra in, but it's broken.
That's nuts. All right, so you're driving, and driving is fun. You're like you're in charge of your own destiny. You're charting. You can stop wherever you want for snacks. Sometimes driving is better.
It's fun.
Fun, especially because you're already on your way. Like that's.
Well, I was right I'm at a perfect spot right now. If the train was good, I could have jumped off at Bayside in Queens, taken to Penn Station, taking the Long Island Railroad, Penn, and jumped on the train, but it didn't work out. Next time.
How much do you think you'll pay in gas round trip? Like maybe 100?
Well, the beauty is I have an 8-cylinder SUV, so I've already went
through. Whereas, like this is just a one-way ticket is $138. So we're talking at least,
it'll be the same amount.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you next time.
Oh, you're driving.
I'm more worried about Silk, to be honest with you, because she was.
What is Silk gonna do?
Well, she was the hype man, so she would be like, that's right. That was her job.
Oh, no.
Now what is she going to do?
She was the main talker.
Right. Diamond was the talker and Silk was the hype man who would be like, that's right. You tell her. What's up,
Preach
baby?
on it, girl. Yeah, now she's
Yeah,
just gonna like be
like crazy
she's just gonna
person
be
just saying
hyping
it.
nothing. She's gonna be hyping herself.
She's gonna be like saying it to her birds and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We need.
Sh She's gonna have to just start reading more. She's gonna be like, "Shit, I have to do the work now." Like, I have to
She was like Flavor Flav, and Diamond was Chuck D.
wow. I'm gonna see if I can get her on Simpcast. We'll call it
That's right.
Silkcast.
That's right,
Yeah.
Chrissy. You do that. Get her on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, get her on. Reach out to her. Why not? Trump and Silk.
Recognize.
Recognize. Do you know she was vaccinated, Cecil?
I'm gonna guess she was.
Ugh.
Because you gotta remember, Trump did push it in the beginning. And they
Ugh.
were all about that. So, yeah.
Right, but then again, it's so strange because apparently they were kicked off of Fox for pushing COVID conspiracy theories. So
But that
that
was
makes
about
me think
the
the numbers.
origin. The origin.
Okay.
They were on board for the vaccine because Trump was
Trump.
pushing.
Damn. And they were like a little bit older. I still don't even consider like 50 to be older.
No, I mean, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in their 40s when came to prominence.
Damn. Ugh, sucks. Dontarius and Silk. That's a great idea.
Oh my God.
Yes. They're both hype men. So it's like when you get two hype men together.
Maybe she could be Alex's hype man.
Oh, wow. But I think that's then Dontarius is out of a job.
He's more physical.
Right.
He's more physical. She could be on the blimp with the pimp and the blimp, just hyping him up.
Yeah. I'm sure she's gonna have a lot of offers right now. I mean, like that's not an excuse to not reach out, but like I hope people will take care of her and she'll get some offers for things.
She could be Trump's hype man.
Yeah.
Like instead of having the sign language person, just have her on stage going, "That's right."
Oh my God. Like just doing black sign language, like just like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Everything's great. Wow.
Oh, you gotta tell me that something you're in Manhattan by doing a show. I didn't follow your schedule. I would have went to see your shows this weekend.
Oh, okay, I will. The next time I'm gonna be at Grizzly Pear, I'm gonna have to look at my calendar. It might be in like a week or two, but I'm gonna have to start doing more spots because I gotta get videos of my stand-up to put on my website because I need to do that apparently to get booked at places.
And maybe I'll do an open mic one day with you.
Oh yes, you should. You should, Cecil.
I'll do like the unknown comic.
Yeah, you could just start doing stand-up in your stupid face mask.
Paper bag.
People will see you and just start laughing because they'll be like, this guy has a sweater on his head. Oh, I tased myself by accident yesterday, Cecil.
Hey, when that happens.
Yeah.
What did you do? You have to...
It's a tase pen, and I meant to like tase outward, and I tased inward. Like I was holding the tasing side, and I pushed the button, and I just tased myself in the hand like an idiot.
Wait, it's a pen? So it's like a prank?
Yes, it's a taser pen. No, it's for real. It's like a chic, you know, kind of inconspicuous taser.
Oh, so this was like a legit joke. Because I remember when I was a kid, they used to sell the fake ballpoint pens that when you clicked it, you get a shock.
Oh, yeah. This is basically one step up from that.
It's probably just leftover of that. They're like, oh, it's taser pens.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? I don't even know if it's enough to like convince someone not to rape me. Who knows? Hopefully, I'll never have to use it like for real, and I'll just tase myself and my friends, and that'll be that. Yeah.
What do I have to do to convince you?
To what?
Well, you're like to convince someone not to rape me.
Oh,
like it's open court arguments.
Oh, yeah. Like let's just hold on. Let's just talk this out, okay? Like let's weigh the pros and cons.
Yeah, you got like a whiteboard out.
Yeah, I will. I'll be like, look, Honestly, I'm not that
Pro,
young. Like, go
pro,
out there.
I look
There's a world of
snatched.
young women out there that you could. I'll be, I'd be like, sir, I would just nag him. I'd be like, you could do a lot better. Like, really, this? Come on.
You're like pros. I'm hot. Cons.
Yeah,
You're not.
yeah.
Uh,
Like, con, I have a big platform, and I will be talking about this for weeks. Like I will make fun of your size. You know what I mean? Whether it's small or not, like that's gonna be the story. Like that's gonna be the narrative. So just get ready for that.
I think you can talk your way out of it.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd be like, let me help you find someone else.
What if I
Let me
team up
be
and
your
help you
hype
find a
man.
better?
Yeah.
Right.
Look,
We'll
I
become as
guarantee I'm not your
accomplished.
type. I got a lot of baggage. I got a lot of dad issues. Like this isn't gonna be fun for you.
Right. I think that's a great idea to convince him not to by saying, "Listen, I'll help you rate better girls. I'll be your.
Yeah,
You could be his silk.
I
Like,
will yeah, yeah. I'll be his silk. I'll be like, "Look, I don't it's a mess down there. Like nothing's kept up." Like I'll be like, "I'm a mom of 5. Like I don't do any Kegels." Like it's like one of the gas station inflatables down there. Like
blown out.
it's flappy. It's
This is not a nail in the tire. This is a full blowout.
Yeah, this is like imagine you have a deli sandwich, like a bologna sandwich, and then you trip down the stairs and you drop it. That's the state that it's in
Uh,
right now.
I think deli meats is where you're gonna go to get. That's a really
Yeah.
convincing argument. I'm
It's
already
loose.
lost.
It's loose. It's boar's head down there. It's a lot of loose meat, uh, dry. It's not good. And then I'll have to tase him and pee on myself, and hopefully that'll be enough.
I cannot see the chat because I'm driving, but I'm sure.
The chat is agreeing with you. Filthy says, Cecil, I do not know if talking about blowout tires is a good idea as you drive hundreds of miles. Aw.
Loose deli meats, blown out tires. Yeah, you've got the winning arguments.
Yeah, like this is not a good I'm not a good candidate for this. What's your like car routine like for road trips? Do you get your water and your gas like right away, or do you drive a little bit and then you stop?
Last night I filled the tank. This morning I packed like somebody who got a phone call that somebody was going to kill. Someone is coming to kill you, and you have 5 minutes to get out of town. That's how I packed. I
Oh,
literally opened the suitcase, grabbed from like my sock drawer a handful, not looking,
oh
t-shirt,
wow.
threw it in a bag, closed it.
Isn't that how men always pack though?
Pretty much.
I would hate a situation like that. Someone's coming to kill you. You have 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I'd be like, oh no. I'd be like, I have to do my whole skin routine, my makeup. Like, I don't know what looks flattering on me. Like, I don't know. I meant to clear out my closet. I didn't. Some of the stuff is too tight.
Oh
I
my
would hate
God.
that.
I better not die on this trip. I forgot to clear my search history.
Ah,
Oh Lord.
is that what you're supposed I don't think I've ever cleared my search history.
Uh, this is why I always am like people talk about the sex dolls taking over. It's like no, like do you really want to have a sex doll? Like suppose my car is flipped over, it's burning. You know, the last thought that goes through my head is the fucking goddamn sex doll. They're gonna
Oh,
find the fuck. You know what I mean? Do you want
yeah.
that to be your last thought? Because it will be your last
Right.
thought.
Right. It's
It's
almost like don't live your life in such a way that you're so anxious about all the cleanup you have to do before the end. Like, is it really worth it to
it's a
be like, wow, everyone's gonna know?
you'll start thinking this is it, my family, and then you go, my family's gonna find the sex doll. Oh my God.
Uh
Oh, and
Nobody
then boom.
talks about that. Nobody ever talks about like, yeah, like my near death experience where I was like, I really took a second look at my sex doll habit or like the shit that's hiding under my mattress or whatever.
We were looking at the ones where it's just the torso, it's cheaper, and I'm like,
I've seen those. They have those at like AVN or like XBiz, like any of these like porn conventions. They're always selling like the dolls or like the torso. Like you can buy like just the torso. It's like basically just an ass.
And it's like you just think your poor mom coming to fucking clean out your stuff and then pulls out the torso, the legless, armless sex torso.
Ugh. That's almost worse to find just a torso. You're like, wow.
That's my next question. What's worse, the torso or the full doll?
I mean, the full doll is like you're pretending to have a relationship with this thing.
But isn't that worse?
Maybe it is worse. Yeah, maybe the torso is just for that feeling of like fucking something. And you're like, yeah. It's basically a step up from a fleshlight. It's like a flesh torso. It's like you just hold it, something to hold and bang, not a face that you got to look at and like, put hair behind an ear and whispering to it. Like we were covering the story on like Wet Spot last night. This guy had 2 sex dolls and then got a Vietnamese girlfriend. And then the story of how like eventually the Vietnamese girl came around, and learned to accept the sex dolls, but it took a while.
I mean, what do you need a sex doll for if you have a Vietnamese girlfriend?
I know, they're basically the same. In fact, the sex dolls are noisier. They talk more. Yeah. Oh, like what about you're dying, you're like thinking about your Beanie Baby collection. Like there was one time I heard this story on the radio where this guy didn't even tell his wife he was hiding money and bonds in the chimney. And then he came home like one day and the wife had like a full-on fire going in the fireplace. And he was like, no. But it's like, don't hide shit in your chimney. Wow.
You think like the dawn of these like limbless sex torsos has helped amputees date? Like are guys now more open?
Oh. Like you think they're open to dating amputee girls, basically?
Yeah, it's like I've been fucking an armless, legless thing for like months now, and then I just met this cute amputee chick. It's like
Probably
seems like an easy transition.
Yeah, I think I would be worried if I was an amputee woman. Like, am I only now going to meet amputee fetish guys? Like, I would be like, why can't you like love me for me? And it's like, is that impossible? Because you are that thing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm such a romantic. I'm like, what if they met online and she never told him, and then he fell in love with her, and then he found out she had.
I think you'd be pissed. I think like if you're meeting somebody and you're like, wow, you didn't tell me about like a really obvious physical feature about yourself. Like it's almost like you're keeping that from the person.
Yeah, if I went to go meet for the first time after falling in love, I would put her in a garbage can and roll her down a hill.
Like, right. What if that's a problem with like Asian girls? Like, am I only dating guys who are like, oh, so into Asian girls? Or can you find someone who's just like, oh, I'm just into you and you happen to be Asian? Right. And then there's also Marshall's idea, which what if you become an amputee out of love for them? I mean, think about it. If you can get trans surgeries to make you feel more like yourself, and people were using that argument like, oh, why can't I remove my legs? Oh God.
That's already happening, Chrissy. There are people scheduling to have healthy limbs taken off because they've always no, for real. You can look this up. It happens all the time now.
What? How do I even look that up? Trans amputee?
Healthy limbs amputee. I don't know how to look it up. I've seen it in Daily Mail.
Look that up. Don't look that up. Oh God. Do not Google trans amputee.
No, not trans amputee. I've read this story in Daily Mail from a few different people who were like, I always felt I was not supposed to have this arm, and they just went and they had it removed. They're like they have the trans thing for being an amputee, yeah. But what if you did do like get amputated to like commit, to be like romantic with your girlfriend, and then she's like, I'm not into amputees, and she dumps you.
You feel like
the only reason I was dating you is because you get shit off the top shelf, asshole.
Right. Like, no, I like tall guys. You ruined
Sorry.
it. That would be heartbreaking. You'd be like, I got this surgery for nothing.
A little bit like Tail of the Magi kind of thing.
Yeah. Jen McMahon says, Cecil, where are our cash grabs? Kidding. I know they'll be here someday when we are all dead, lol.
They're at the printer, so I'm in queue. After, I'm in queue, so it'll be everything's going, just going.
Oh, okay, good.
I've
Russell
been
Hall
saying
says,
this for years.
Russell Hall says the best tactic for avoiding a spontaneous grape situation is to always walk with a much hotter friend and let her carry your pen. Wow. Oh my God. Do you know I learned this the other day? I learned the lore of bridesmaids, like why bridesmaids are a thing. And it used to be like wives would often have to travel to like a faraway town because it would oftentimes like be arranged. Like so you travel to the next town to like meet your husband or something. And the point of the bridesmaids would be, and they would all dress in white and they would go with you because in case you were captured or like raped or kidnapped on the way to go meet your husband, it would be a way to trick the other men in town. Like they would, that's the point of the bridesmaids, is that maybe they would get tricked and they would like grab one of the bridesmaids. That way you have a greater chance of making it to your husband. That's literally the point of the bridesmaids. Isn't that crazy?
What an honor. What an honor to be asked to be a bridesmaid. Hey, just in case we're attacked by bandits, maybe they'll rape you instead.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm like really enjoying. That's what I should do. I should do a video like talking about all the marriage lore. And actually the bridal shower term, they would actually put like small gifts for the bride in an umbrella or a, what's it called? Like the daytime umbrella. And then you'd open it up. Parasol, right. And then you'd open it on yourself and they would literally fall on you.
Oh.
Yeah. So you were actually showered with gifts.
Wow, I'm learning things today.
Yeah.
Stop it.
This is gonna turn into an educational channel if you guys don't watch it.
You entertain and you edify.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yep. Bridesmaid lore. And I was like, wow, that's not fun at all. And now it's turned into like something totally else. It's just like, I feel like weddings are a time, if you're like a woman who is a control freak, like just like if COVID was a time where like germaphobes and like hall monitor types really thrived. Like if you're a controlling cunty woman, then the wedding is the time where all of that is unleashed. The bridezilla comes out.
Yes.
Jen had gastric bypass surgery. What? Uh-oh. Do you have to go? Cecil! You're
yes, am I back?
You're back.
I'm on the Verrazano Bridge.
Ooh.
Oh my
It's a great
God.
bridge.
Can you hear me? Verrazano.
Bit, yeah. Okay.
I may have to go. I have one thing. Do you know why grooms wear suspenders?
So they can groom better?
So that's to keep their pants up. See, I have fun facts too.
Wow. That's fun.
Sorry. I apologize. Am I
the chat doesn't want you to go. The chat thinks that you're actually just like lying and you're driving to the bridge to jump off.
Not yet. That's on the way back. I'll probably unlawfully detained for 2 years. Some kind of fucking.
So you're just going to hold the camera basically and like be a hype man for Alex.
Exactly. I'm his silk.
Yeah, you're his silk. Oh my God, Cecil and Silk has a nice ring to it.
It certainly does. How old is she?
How I'm imagining. I mean, they're twins, aren't they? How old is
No, they
Silk?
weren't. She was the little chubbier one.
I imagine also 51.
Were they twins?
Hold
I
the
mean, they
phone.
weren't. They weren't
Oh no,
identical.
Silk is older. Silk is a year older, so Silk is like 52.
I got a shot.
Wow.
It's in my wheelhouse.
Wow, Silk was only born in 1970. And Diamond was born in 1971.
Yeah.
Interesting. Dang. Poor Silk. Maybe she's
1971.
maybe this is gonna be a whole new start for her. Maybe she's just gonna like come into her element and it's gonna be like the Silk show.
No,
Maybe
it's
she
just
should
gonna
start a podcast called The Silk Road.
and it would just be her like sadly hyping no one. Yeah,
Oh
you go. Tell it, girl.
no. She's
For a
probably
half
gonna be like
hour.
hyping up like the funeral, like hyping up her casket. Like it's so sad. Oh God, this is so sad. Russell Hall says, "Don't call back until you're good and drunk." Well, hopefully that's not while you're driving.
What's that?
Never mind.
I'm gonna go. I'm
Okay,
cutting
go.
it out. I'm wrecking your show now. I
Oh,
go.
it's
All right,
okay.
I'll be
All
listening.
right. Bye, Cecil.
Bye.
Bye. Cecil, everybody. Cecil and Silk. I like that. What's up, Jen McMahon? I had gastric bypass surgery when I was 19. Wow. The OG gastric bypass. The original one back in 97. And fat acceptance people today say I was amputated. I was not. My stomach was not amputated. I swear on my dead mom. Don't they just staple part of your stomach shut or something? Or they take a part out? Never let Cecil back on your show? That's a little harsh. He was on the road. Oh my gosh. Poor Cecil. Poor Silk. Okay, we have some information about the amputation body. No! Ew. I think I can show this. All right, I'm closing off the train times. He's not taking the train. This is fucking weird. Amputation body modification by body art guru. This is a whole new level of body modification. It's not uncommon for people to choose to have perfectly healthy limbs removed from their bodies, but they're even doing the surgery themselves. Body integrity identity disorder, or BID, as it is commonly known, is what psychologist Dr. Michael First has diagnosed. Okay. Ew! Why? He basically made himself a claw. That's fucking gross. Tattoos and piercings are both popular methods of enhancing one's body. People will often change the appearance of their bodies through plastic surgery. Yes, we know this. It is, however, a new procedure to us, elective amputations. Holy shit. Elective amputations have caused many people to feel alienated with their additional limbs. Ugh. The additional limbs feel alien. Gross. Oh, no. No. Why? What? Just eat whatever you want and let diabetes take care of it. I don't know if you really want. Like those who have had sexual realignment surgery, some people with BID feel as if it's exactly the way it should be. It's hard to describe, but I think you get the drift. Although some people with BID are doing their surgeries differently, others seem to be doing it the right way. This is so gross. Howard Bull, 54, an independent body moderator, says some people hurt themselves with guns or chainsaws. According to him, some of you even fallen on trains or that. No, don't do that. Ugh. They want to be amputated. Wow. Ew. No. Ugh. One minority is taking body modification to another level by volunteering removing their own limbs. This is not good. This is not well, people are not doing this. Look at this girl. She's like, now I can just hold up my hand and it's my gang symbol. She just had part of her pinky removed. Why? That's probably the least you can do is just take off that part of your pinky for you to be in the club. Gross. The former MMA fighter said he has been crippling his toes for years, breaking, freezing, and smashing them. Gross. I broke my big toe last May after binding it with bandages, then hitting it with a hammer. What? After not letting it heal by July, I was in so much pain I had to go to the hospital. What the fuck? It was frozen twice with keyboard cleaner. This is a cool tattoo. Keyboard cleaner? I'm focusing on crushing my third toe. It is bent at an angle. Ew. Do not do this, people. What I really want is to lose my left leg. What the fuck? Ew. Bid is attributed to some trigger in his past and not to his current condition, he says, but he believes it has always been there. My fascination with every part of the body began around the age of 10 when I watched an old Vincent Price movie showing a man losing his limbs one by one. Ew. What's wrong with these people? Look at that. Ew, it's a dead finger. I'm scrolling away from that. Even though it involves mutilation or removal of healthy tissue, extreme elective surgery has met acceptance in some cases, like sex reassignment or cosmetic surgery for those who dislike their noses or boobs, regardless of their actual appearance. Even the most open-minded individual faces a challenge and obsessed with a desire to amputate limbs. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Wow. I mean, if you're feeling the desire to do this, you need to see a therapist ASAP. Ew, that guy removed his toe. Ew. Wow. They're just like obsessed. Well, I feel better about myself. Hope you guys do too. Like, think about it. However bad your day is, the bills are piling up. At least you're not like spending your day obsessed with the idea of removing a toe or a finger or like part of your leg. Yeah. Right. This breaks the rule of doctor about doing no harm. I agree. That's rule number 1 of doctoring. Matthew Hammond, can you talk with Gary or Jeremy about setting up a Streamlabs account so you can accept funnier comments than YouTube will allow and avoid the 30%? Yeah. I think I did sign up for Streamlabs. I don't know, maybe I just forgot about it. But I'm going to write it. I'm writing it down. Look, Matthew, I'm writing down Streamlabs on my pad here. Okay. I will do this today. I will look into this. But good point, Matthew. Right, because it's different. There's like words you can't say on YouTube. That's so gross. Gross. Don't remove your toes. Okay, we need a palate cleanser after that story. Do you want to talk about cops fucking each other or Prince Harry or Gwyneth Paltrow or this one? Ooh, cinema is a lie. Mean Girls fans. I love talking about Mean Girls. Mean Girls fans are left shocked after learning the age difference between Amy Poehler and Rachel McAdams when they played mother and daughter. This is one of the best films. It's one of the most popular films from the early 2000s, but fans have been shocked to learn the age difference between the two of the stars of Mean Girls who played mother and daughter. Yeah, they probably weren't that far off. Rachel McAdams famously played Regina George, the high school queen bee, and the head of the group known as the Plastics. Amy Poehler, meanwhile, played her mother, a self-titled cool mom who loves pink velour tracksuits and dishes out free condoms and alcohol to minors. Yuck. And it turns out that the fun-loving mom wasn't that much older than her cruel fictional daughter. Amy was only 32. Wow, she was only 32? Amy Poehler was only 32 in Mean Girls. Wow. When she filmed the rom-com in 2004, making her a very young mother of a teenager. She didn't look it. She seemed older to me. Maybe because it's like her she's like an old soul. I'm a cool mom. Wow. Her with this camcorder in 2004. Isn't that crazy? Like this was right before iPhones. Kind of right before. And Rachel was only 25. Holy cow. So she was 32 playing the mom and she's 25. It worked though. This means that the duo only had a 7-year age gap before they started the movie. The revelation left fans gobsmacked. Here's a word we're not saying enough of. Gobsmacked. And they immediately took to Twitter to voice their shock. That was a great movie. Mean Girls like represented, I think, like the best the best of the aughts before things started to like take a turn. Okay, why are you sending me this good night? Send it to Cecil. I can't do two things at once. Oh, this was the trailer.
We have a new student with us. She just moved here from Africa.
Welcome. I'm from Michigan. Great.
Hey, that's funny. He said, hold up. Amy Poehler, who played Rachel McAdams' mom in Mean Girls, is only 7 years older than her in real life. Cinema is a lie. Another echoed, Amy Poehler playing Rachel McAdams. See, they would never make a joke like that anymore in that trailer. That's what's wrong with comedy right now. Or I would say Hollywood, rather. Another echoed, Amy Poehler playing Rachel McAdams' mom in Mean Girls when they were only 7 years apart is still so funny. A third complained, I just learned I'm the same age Amy Poehler was when she played Rachel McAdams' mom in Mean Girls 32. That has completely ruined my day. 32, not that old. Hey, you guys, happy hours from 4 to 6. That's cool. This is very Connecticut right here. Very Greenwich, very Westchester, I think. Is it Long Island? Maybe like Suffolk County. While a fourth said Amy Poehler is 7 years older than Rachel McAdams. Wild for her to have played her mom. No, not wild at all. Like anybody who's auditioned for anything knows, like you start auditioning for mom parts like right away. It doesn't matter how old you are. And a fifth agreed, writing, I'm watching Mean Girls because I was curious if it aged well. And it's really funny that Amy Poehler played Rachel McAdams' mom. Okay, well, people really hung up on this. To add even more surprise, Rachel was also 7 years older than her co-star Lindsay Lohan. Oh, they spelled it wrong, Logan. Who was 17 when the film came out. Wow. So, yeah, she could have played her mom. Lindsay Lohan was only 17 in Mean Girls. Wow. That's nuts. It comes after the actress said she would be open to reprising the iconic role of Regina. Yeah, what else is she doing? She needs work. Of course she's open to a sequel. After she was asked which character she would play again, she said, I always want to go back and do all of them again. You really fall in love with them. I mean, it would be fun to play Regina George later in life and see where life took her after Mean Girls. She was so good as Regina George. She freaking nailed it. Wow, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, people thought even back then that Rachel McAdams looked young, but not high school age. Ew. Lizzo rocks multiple thongs on Instagram and declares that it's munch season. Okay, we're taking a left turn here. Lizzo, okay. Gross. Okay. Ew, Lizzo. Lizzo rocked multiple thongs in a new Instagram video on Monday, declaring that it is munch season. Gross. No one's eating that. That's like a second helping. As she promoted her new shapewear line, Yitty. The voluptuous hitmaker, 34, who recently hit back at delusional body shamers in a fiery speech, sheathed her famous curves in a black chiffon robe. Let me just see. Ew, 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 ew. Okay, this is gross. Why did I pull this up? All right. You're gross. Okay. I don't want to talk about Lizzo's fat, chunky ass. That's a different topic. Goodbye. Everyone's lost their appetite now. Jen McMahon, I love Heathers more than Mean Girls, but I love both movies. I don't think I've seen Heathers. I know that's bad. Craig Morning. Oh my God. Are you related to Good Morning? This dog in here. Oh, Muffin's in here. What are you eating? What's in your mouth? Oh, it's a toy. Chrissy, when can you come to a show in Rockland / Westchester County? I'll pack the place with all my goofy ass friends. Ooh. Hey, neighbor. Okay. Yeah, maybe I could contact the Laugh It Up people. I'm writing that down too. I would like to do a Westchester show. Westchester. What's up, Craig? NVIDIA showing body mod pictures and Lizzo really punishing the audience today. Yeah, you're right. No more. Okay, I have to write down. I'm writing down Heathers. This is also part of my homework. Watch Heathers. How old is that movie? Oh my God, what are they doing? Get off my... the dogs are on the bed. I don't like when they are sniffing at my stuff. I see you. I see both of them. They're both on the bed. Amputees. Oh, that'd be funny if like people who are into the sexual fetish of amputees and you just call it like amputees. Stop being an amputees. Tennessee cops, including a married female officer, fired after repeated wild sex romps. Oh my God. This is a story out of Tennessee. A small Tennessee police station has been rocked by allegations of wild sexual misconduct after a married, my goodness, cheating. A married female officer allegedly had steamy romps with six male officers. Holy, that sounds fun. Including illicit on-duty liaisons, according to reports. Officer Megan Hall and her fellow law officers allegedly engaged in wild sexcapades that included sending dirty pictures, taking her top off at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party. What? The year is 2023, and there are Girls Gone Wild hot tub parties happening. That's a shock. And even having oral sex with two officers at the Laverne, Tennessee police station. Wow, they're blowing each other at the police station. The steamy shenanigans in which Hall allegedly bragged about the size of one of her partner's genitals and claimed to be in an open marriage not only led Hall to be canned, but led to the firings of Sergeant Lewis Powell, Officer Juan Lugo, and Sergeant Ty McGowan and Detective Seneca Shields, according to a December internal investigation. Am I painting a picture? Are we getting a visual here? Two other officers who allegedly had romps with Hall, Patrick Magliocco and Larry Holiday, kept their jobs but wound up suspended. Oh my God. Girl, she don't look like a freak, but she is. That's her being sworn in 2021. Oh, this was being sworn into the police department 2021. This was fired after an investigation. Wow. So she was barely working there, like a year before it's almost like she became a cop to live this fantasy. The extracurricular trysts took place at hotels and parties at other officers' houses and on a boat, while Hall was also accused of performing oral on Powell and Shields. She blew 2 dudes at a police station and at a police gym. You know what? This is what happens. The cops crime is such that they can't do their jobs. Now they're forced to blow each other, according to a December 28 internal report. Okay, they're digging in the bed again. Officers began to look into the swinging personal lives of the amorous officers when Laverne Mayor Jason Cole received a tip that Hall was sleeping with several cops and had a threesome. Oh my God, this girl does it all. She also had a threesome with Magliocco and his wife. So she is fun. Wow. Is this one of her dudes? When asked about the tip, Magliocco admitted to having sex with Hall on numerous occasions. You'd never suspect. Look at this sweet, innocent face. You would never suspect. He told investigators that Hall had told him about Powell's big black dick and claimed she had performed a sex act on him while the pair were on the clock. Wow. There he is. Magliocco also said he had seen Hal and Holiday kiss while watching football at a party and said Hall had kissed his own wife, Amy, after learning that they had an open marriage. The officer said Hall's husband saw the kiss and told officials the cuckold wasn't really on board with his wife having a threesome with the Maglioccos, but she continued having a relationship with him. There he is. Oh, it's Seneca Shields. Seneca Shields sounds like a porn star name. When questioned, Powell later denied that he had a sexual encounter with Hall, but said, everybody knows she has multiple partners. Everyone's doing it. She's the town bike. As he named Holiday and McGowan, 2 investigators. After being caught lying about being at the gym with Hall, Powell admitted to the tryst during a follow-up interview. Powell was then involved in a domestic disturbance with his wife, who told investigators, beat the shit out of me, adding that he would most likely lose his children after the spurned woman learned of the affair. Dang, that sucks. It's called having fun at work. It's called the work-life balance, people. Holiday admitted under questioning to having sex with Hall multiple times, and McGowan revealed that he once went to Hall's house with another female and exposed his genitals, according to the graphic report. After initially denying having sexual relationships with Powell and Magliocco, Hall later copped to the affairs. Why is my nose so itchy? Hall later copped to the affairs and also admitted to having sex with Lugo at a motel after they met at a go-kart center. See, love can happen anywhere. You can meet women anywhere, even a go-kart center. A charge that Lugo initially denied before caving under a second interrogation. Under questioning, Shields said, I have never had sex with Megan Hall, until admitting she had performed oral on him while on duty. He's like, I didn't have sex with her. She just blew me. Damn, girl. These Irish girls, you got to watch out for them. Look at, she's eating with her bare hands. What an animal. And wearing a wedding ring. She a freak. Magliocco also noted he had become concerned about Hall's mental health and heavy drinking and driving. Wow. The officer said Hall had once pulled the trigger on an empty gun and pointed at her temple so she could hear what it sounded like. Whoa. And she was suffering from mental illness, clearly. An oft-mentioned event in the report was a Memorial Day party in a boathouse owned by another member of the department, to which several officers had brought their children. Oh, my goodness. At one point during the party, an intoxicated Hall was reportedly being force-fed vodka by Maglioco. What is this, a frat house? Force-fed vodka by Magliocco in the hot tub, at which time her top came off, and the other cops stopped the former officer from drinking and helped her to cover up to protect her. Certainly, after they all got a good look, they were like, all right, that's enough, Megan. Put your top back on. Lugo, Powell, and Shields were also dismissed for violating. It'd be funny if he was like covering the dog's eyes, like, no, don't look. They were dismissed for violating police procedure and lying during the investigation, along with McGowan, who had been witnessing choking an HR employee. What? That sounds unrelated. Sounds like a fun place to work. Holiday, Magliocco, and patrol officer Gavin Shoreborough were suspended in connection with the probe. HR Director Andrew Patton, who authored the report and conducted the investigation, sanctioned the 8 officers for various penalties for sexual activity while on duty, sexual harassment, conduct unbecoming of an officer, and lying during the course of investigation. It's hard being a cop, you know. Sometimes you got to just let off steam in the form of getting blown at work. It was further revealed that Hall and many of the male officers had shared lewd texts and pornographic images of themselves. Pornography and offensive pictures at the workplace are forms of sexual harassment. These items are offensive, inappropriate, and can lead to a hostile work environment. It didn't sound hostile to me. It sounded like they all were having a blast. Except for that one person that got choked. I don't understand that. Snitches get stitches. Yeah, HR. HR is trying to ruin their good time. Wow. She was so highly respected by her colleagues in the department that every member came to attention when she entered a room. Haha, that's great. That's funny. Wow. We had a similar situation also in Tennessee some years ago where a police officer ended himself after figuring out his police officer girlfriend had slept with most of her coworkers, men or women. See, it's like these cop uniforms are a turn on. This is what happens. She was in the house when it happened after a tense SWAT standoff. This kind of behavior could be PTSD related. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, she was drinking a lot. Wow. It does sound maybe PTSD related. Let's blame it on the PTSD. Wow. I hope they're all going to be okay. Tennessee sounds like a fun place to work if you're a cop. Interesting, right? Do you guys want to be cops now? What's up, Craig Morning? P.S. I am writing a book about American philosophy, and I want to include how comedy shaped history. Any advice on the subject? Obviously, Hicks, Pryor, Rivers. I mean, like, you can look up information about Hicks, Pryor, and Rivers on the internet. You don't need me for that. I mean, if you want to know about my experience, you could interview me personally, but you don't need me to learn about the classics, about the greats. Mizzy was odd. What's up, buddy? What do you consider tall, and what do you consider acceptable when it comes to a guy? Well, this is different for everybody. I'm 5'3", so I would consider tall to be like 5'10". Yeah, I guess so. I think I would, because I think my like brother and dad are like 5'9", so it's so tricky. Like, I used to think my brother and dad were tall. Like, when I was little, I was like, oh wow, look, they're way up there. Final answer, I'll say 5'10". But acceptable, I would say acceptable as long as they're taller than me. So like, I would say 5'6". That way I could still wear heels. 5'7" maybe. Matthew Hammond, did you see the age difference between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade? It was only like 12 years. Wow. Interesting. Are you going to see the new Indiana Jones movie, Matthew? Are there still dogs in the bed? I think they're gone. Jefferson C. Post for 5. Sounds like that officer was the precinct holster. That's funny. Nightbreed for 1,000 Huff Bucks. Do you think the singles from Simcast and FNT would make nice couples? Because I'm shipping Melanie and Ryan. I don't know. I think Ryan is seeing somebody. I could be wrong. What do I know? Oh, Heathers is from 1989 with Winona Ryder and Christian Slater. Okay. Oh, thank you, Craig. I am a good example of Americanism and comedy. Who says Americanism? Is that even a word? How am I an underpants gnome? What are you basing this on? Yeah, let's not talk about height, okay? I've also dated very, like, much shorter guys. Like, I dated a guy for 3 months who I think was I'm pretty sure he was 5'5". I also had a very serious boyfriend for, like, 2.5 years that I think was 5'6". So it didn't matter to me. I'm yawning, sorry. I'm really hungry. Okay, those of you that wanna blame me for the amputee article, that was all Nvidia. That was all her idea. I have such a soothing voice when I'm not upset. That's funny. Thank you. I'm gonna stay soothing. I'm gonna stay in this vocal range to soothe everybody. I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna be triggered. Do, 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 do. I think I'm done with Facebook. I think every time I open Facebook, I'm like, ugh, why? Are we really still doing this? It's like a relic of a time gone by. The only people who use Facebook anymore are my friends who just have kids, and that's it. It's funny. Okay. I'm hungry. I found an old vitamin water in the back of the garage. It's my lucky day. Can you hear me swallow if I put my neck up to the microphone? That's the test of a good microphone. Oh my God, I didn't even light a candle today. What am I thinking? Why didn't you remind me, Hunter? Ugh. Ah. Oh, my wick trimmer's on the other side of the room. Look, these wicks are too long. Wicks should be trimmed to like 1/4 of an inch, or else it's gonna start to get like black around the rim. Too long. This is Cuddle Weather from Bath and Body Works. This is basically like a repurposed holiday smell that they just mixed up and were like, let's just slap a different label on it to get people to buy it, and it worked. This is like gingerbread, cinnamon. Look at the ingredients. Warm gingerbread tea, cinnamon shortbread, a cozy blanket. There's no way that they put a blanket into this candle. Can you read it? You can't read it. Fuck. It's blurry. But one of the ingredients, it says a cozy blanket with natural essential oils. There's no way they melted a blanket down and put it in here. I'm not buying it. Okay. Burn candle within sight. I don't do that. I oftentimes leave the room with the candle on. Keep things away that can catch fire. Keep it away from children and pets. Always trim the wicks to 1/4 of an inch before lighting. Keep the wax pool free of wick trimmings and matches. Yeah, that's gross. Like, I think they used to do that in my house growing up. Like, you light a match and then you light the candle with a match and then leave the match in the wax. Like, that's what a degenerate habit that is. That's like, you have no respect for the candle at that point. Do not burn the candle for more than 4 hours at a time. Don't extinguish with water. Who's extinguishing candles with water? Idiots, I bet. Smells pretty good. Man, I really want to get my wick trimmer. Hold on. Don't move. Talk amongst yourselves. I need my wick trimmer. Yes. This thing has changed my life. I like that it's iridescent. It's really cool looking. You can't really tell. Trim that wick. I used to shit on wick trimmers like for about a year. I was like, I didn't need that. That's extra. But guess what? Everyone needs one. This takes you from a candle dabbler to like a candle expert. Do, 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 do. Lighting a candle. Okay. It does look like a surgical tool. Scalpel. This is how they do adult circumcisions. It looks a little bit like Pac-Man. I did. I just circumcised the candle. Mm-hmm. This is for vasectomies. I bet you could cut other things with this. No, probably not. Paper if you had to. Does it cut paper? Actually, not really. This really doesn't cut paper. Nope. Just wicks. Okay, now it does cut paper. Okay, you have to do it like 3 times in the same area. Fascinating. Okay. Oh, I gotta clean this puppy. My next candle purchase I want to get is maybe like a long lighter. But all they sell are like the barbecue lighters. NVIDIA, don't throw me under the bus. It was Cecil. All right, let's blame Cecil. Wow, I can't believe Cecil is driving to DC with Alex and then Dontarius. Dontarius is going to take the bus. Alex is probably flying out from Texas. I wonder if this is something that they're going to just shoot for content or he's going to use it on his Blaze show. We will see. We will see. Let's talk about... Nope, not Lizzo. Yes, let's talk about Prince Harry. So overrated. Why do people care so much about Prince Harry? I think the media is really pushing this because he had this book come out recently. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of him. Prince Harry downs tequila shots with Stephen Colbert, who mercilessly mocked him. I hate them both so much. Okay. Prince Harry celebrated the latest round of his royal trashing tour by downing tequila shots with Stephen Colbert, who mercilessly mocked him while teasing their interview before it airs late Tuesday. The 38-year-old exiled royal was seen getting served the shots with salt and lime Monday while taping his chat for The Late Show in the Ed Sullivan Theater in Manhattan. Wow, so Prince Harry was in the city yesterday when I was in the city. I could have walked right by him. Harry, whose memoir Spare details his heavy drinking and drug taking. How is that interesting? Why does anybody care about this? Was photographed grinning at the 58-year-old host who served up the drinks. Studio guests told the Daily Mail that Harry downed the shots after taking part in a quiz where he answered silly questions such as his favorite sandwich and his phone app. Why is this even a show? Photos also showed armed guards carefully covering the prince, who has been accused of putting his life at risk by bragging about killing 55 Taliban troops while on active service with the UK military. I also heard that Harry has hair plugs. That's a rumor. Colbert teased the interview on his show that night, then immediately mocked his upcoming guest, saying that Spare was also available on audiobook and a commemorative plate. Why is that funny? I've read the book. It's very enjoyable, quite emotional, quite revealing. I'm going to have so much to talk about with his hairiness. He quipped of the much leaked tome that officially went on sale Tuesday. He then dismissed one of Harry's many complaints about his brother, heir Prince William, about him wanting to ignore him at school as being straight out of the older brother sibling playbook. Oh my God, you're complaining about your brother ignoring you at school? Literally, everybody does that. I was embarrassed of my sister in school growing up. Everybody does that shit. Ugh. Well, that's heartbreaking, Colbert said, with mocked angst after playing a clip of Harry saying how hurt he'd been by the decades-old slight that he took personally. Sounds like a pussy to me. I mean, to be rejected by his older brother at school, even though that magic hat sorted them into the same house. Colbert joked, pretending the royal brothers were part of Harry, but there's no way he wrote this. What do you think? Hufflepuff? Gryffindor? I'm not sure. He quipped, naming houses from the J.K. Rowling series. Colbert then joked about Harry's crisp description of his older brother's scowl and alarming baldness and his claim that it wasn't cutting at all. That's kind of you're going to make fun of your brother who's balding more than you are. That's kind of, I mean, come on, that you could be next, Harry. Smirking, Colbert quipped, no, because William's so bald, he doesn't need any cutting. Am I right? Am I right, Harry? The host then held up his hand for a high five from Harry, quipping, don't leave me in the Tower of London up here. Ugh, so cringy. That's so cringy. That joke sounds like he just looked up things about London and was like, how do I make jokes about England? Like, are any of you guys interested in reading this book? Colbert also joked about royals as a whole, including late Queen Elizabeth II, by saying, stock up on corgis and steal a priceless cultural treasure from one of your colonies because the Late Show is going imperial. Ugh, ugh, so bad. So not funny. You know, I feel bad for the comedy writers. They're like stand-up comics in New York City. They're like, oh yeah, I got this job writing for Colbert. So it's like they kind of burn all their best jokes on Colbert, who fucking sucks. Yes, the Admiral. This is 100% it. Colbert turned into the host from the Hunger Games. We were just watching the original Hunger Games movie the other night, this past weekend. Really, really good, by the way. That's who he is now. Colbert sucks. Yeah, I feel bad for the comics who are working as writers on the show that are like, well, I wrote like 5 good jokes this week, but now they're on the Colbert show. I am only interested in Jay Dyer's books right now. I've been looking for a bargain version of it at the local used book. I have a couple. I have his Esoteric Hollywood books 1 and 2. I want to get a couple more though. Yes, it was the first female action movie. That was Jennifer Lawrence. Yes, I've also been hearing these rumors that people think Harry is not even King Charles's real son. They think he's like the son of this redheaded dude because they look so different from one another. Okay, I'm going to look for a slightly longer lighter later. While I watch Heathers and look at Streamlabs. Oh, you just got the Laptop from Hell Hunter Biden book? Okay, tell me if it's good. If you think late night shows are funny, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. Agreed. Harry is the spare son. Yes, that's why the book is called Spare. Some of you are just putting that together. Push-ups! I'm playing Mel's favorite game right now. Oh, I don't know which one that is. Hold up. Hold up. Bath and Body Works is doing a 75%. No, why do you tell me these things, Marshall? Why? Just when I was starting to break up with them. Do you know you can go to Home Goods and get decent candles for like $10 or less. Yet Bath and Body Works, it's like, okay, maybe you can get these for $15, which is still okay. Like, unless they're $10 candles, Marshall, I'm not even gonna bother. Let's look it up. Bath and Body Works. It's so annoying. Their soaps are decent too. The semi-annual sale is still happening. My God. Okay, how much are they? Okay. All right. $13, $12. Okay, this is decent. This is a decent sale. Okay, clearly they're trying to clear out all their winter and Christmas flavors. That's what this is about. Okay. No, NVIDIA, thank you. Candle sale, you say? You're the best. You're the fucking best, NVIDIA. Well, shoot. It's almost like I now have to participate in the candle sale. Thanks, NVIDIA. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at here. This might turn off some of the men watching. But this is the deal. $12.75, $13.25. Sometimes I go by reviews. See, honestly, I don't like the look of these candles. Like, I just don't like the design here. I think these are better designs. But, like, if it's a great smell, I'm willing to overlook an unattractive outside. These all have a ton of reviews, which probably means they're all good. Have you guys ever read a candle review before? This could be a whole show. Okay. Fresh Balsam has like 1,300 candle reviews. Let's see. If you guys want to know what it's like to be a woman. Refreshing. I love this smell. It travels all the way up the stairs in 20 minutes. This candle smells wonderful. Just like a fresh Christmas tree. It fills the house with this wonderful Christmas aroma. Hope they have this next Christmas. This is the best, most realistic tree smell from a candle. It's enjoyed by all ages and brings a fresh outside scent during the winter months. You know what's funnier than reading good candle reviews is reading bad candle reviews. Let's go to the 1 stars. Broken candle 4 days ago. Candle was broken and held together by the decorative wrapping. There was one piece of bubble wrap underneath all the candles. So they were just bouncing around nothing in the box around the candles. Burns unevenly 7 days ago. These candles burn unevenly now. What's up with that? It just stinks. A lot of these reviews are from recently. You notice they're probably just trying to get these fucking candles out. They probably want them out of their sight. So maybe they're not wrapping them as well. They're just like, get them the fuck out. Move them. It just stinks. 10 days ago. I thought it would smell really good and that fresh scent, but it's a light candle and it smells like old pine trees. 16 days ago. Donated to Life Community Resources. Purchased as gifts, but arrived damaged. Definitely disappointed in the size. Will no longer order what used to be my favorite during Christmas. Wow. These ladies are burned. Disappointed. Candle smell. Actually stinks. Not smells good. Not happy. Disappointed. Not enough scent. Used to my whole house would smell. Now I'm lucky if the same room has scent. Candle Day is a joke. Never shop Candle Day again. 22 days later and my order is not here on Christmas Eve. The "We Are Sorry" promo codes are fake too. Wow. Candle Day is a joke. You hear that, Bath and Body Works? You hear what people are out here in the streets saying about you? Nah. This review is just titled nah. Not strong at all. Nothing like last year. Underwhelming. These are all recent reviews, which tells me maybe the formulation is different. Underwhelming. Despite the number of positive reviews noting the strong scent of the candle, I could detect no scent at all after lighting it. I bought 5 of these candles, but returned 4 of them. Very disappointing. I've never in my life returned a candle. I've gotten broken candles from Bath and Body Works. I just throw them out. Not what I expected at all. I must have gotten a bad one. The candle I received has no pine smell, but a chemical smell. Okay, this is a good one. When you see a long 1-star candle review, you have to stop because it's going to be funny. Rotten pumpkin with a hint of did the dog fart. This is from J Bean 23 days ago. OMG, I thought my 12-year-old son left food somewhere, or the dog was slowly dying and the gases were escaping his body. I've lit this candle 3 times now, and each time has made the poor dog go outside thinking it was him. Finally, I've come to find out it's the stink bomb of fresh balsam. Smells like when you first cut into a pumpkin and pull the top off. When someone who was lactose intolerant had ice cream for lunch and crop dusts you in the hallway at work. Thank goodness it's just my family and I, and not a Christmas party. House full of people thinking, we've got a colony of New York sewer rats living in the closet or something. Save yourself and your sniffer. Don't get this bad boy. See, this is a great review. Burns too fast, damaged packaging, not fragrant. I wanted to purchase this again. Wow, a lot of unhappy people, like with recent reviews from like a month ago and earlier. Something must have happened to this candle. Wow. You see what I mean here? You got to look at the 1-star reviews. Okay. Now, let's go to sweater weather, which is like probably one of my favorite candle smells. But like I said, we got to go to the bad reviews. 3 days ago. Okay, we're getting very recent reviews that are saying very good things. That is a good sign. But let's go to the bad ones. Unsatisfied. Smells like nothing, like a body spray. Terrible shipping and handling. No compensation. I ordered the candle on sale. It took forever to arrive. Not only when it arrived, but it was completely broken. I went to exchange it at the store, but they say they have to sell the candle at full price instead of compensating for something that was out of my control. So I wasn't even able to exchange the candle without paying more money. In the end, I just gave it to them and got my refund. Wax all over. Little wax pieces all over. Wicks pumped and burnt. Prices kept flying all over. What the fuck? This person must have been angry. This sentence doesn't even make sense. Wicks popped and burnt prices kept flying all over. Maybe they meant pieces. I want to see a long, angry review. Never show. Another person shitting on Candle Day. Wow. A lot of unhappy customers. I agree. Like the last time I got candles from them, they were not well packaged. So just saying, Bath and Body Works. All right, let's read one more because I feel like a lot of you are probably tuning out. What's like a crazy smell? Red, white, and blue cake. That seems like a new flavor. They were pushing this scent at during 4th of July. Now it's back. Now it's on sale. Yep, it's supposed to smell like fruity cake served at barbecues. Who the hell is serving fruity cake? Oh, it smells like raspberries and whipped cream. All right, that could be good. Okay, favorite candle. This is from 2 days ago. High praise, not sure. Smelled like a spoiled Sour Patch cake. This is the most overly sweet yet sour candle I've smelled. I got this as a gift. The smells haunted me for the rest of the day. This is a great review. Haunted. Have you ever been haunted by a candle? Then you're not a woman. So, let's see. I haven't been happy with their candles lately. Wow. Please don't buy this. It smells like feet. Seriously. Like you took a deep sniff of a gymnastics floor. That's so specific. Wow, I know exactly what that smells like. If you are using this, your house smells like feet. I promise you. Some people are into that. Harsh chemical smell. Wow. See? Sometimes a candle review is the only place a woman can really be honest. Are candle reviews what women do when they give up on sex? Yes. That's why when you see a lot of hostility in a candle review, that's a woman who's not having orgasms. I could do a whole video about that. XSL, name favorite guys' names that end with A. Okay. Favorite guys' names that end with an A. Josiah. No, that actually ends with an H. Are there any? I don't think there are any. What is even? I can't even name one guy's name that ends with an A. Is this a trick question? NVIDIA. Think the office would get mad if I lit candles at work? I think not if it smelled nice. Oh, Melanie's favorite game is the original Tomb Raider. How do you know that? I don't know that. It's like I don't even listen to people. Joshua. Okay. Boba. Ezra. Ezra is a guy's name that ends with A. Micah. Joshua. Okay. Okay. 5 under Marshmallow Fireside. Aramgasm. I don't know. I think we should go back to the candle reviews. Tipsy Elf. That's a new flavor. Coconut Snowball. I have their hand lotion. It's pretty good. Mary Cookie. Okay, let's go to Mary Cookie. It's supposed to smell like a cookie. Think vanilla, sugar, etc. I had no idea what's going to smell. There's amazing. I should have stocked up. I can't wait till it comes back. It smells good, but the entire wax was loose from the jar. Oh, it just popped right out. First of all, it looks like you already burnt it and that happened. Who cares? Leave it in the fucking jar. Get on with your life. Okay, here's a long one. I tried this candle for Christmas this year. It was the first time I had it. It did not disappoint me. It smelled just like the name. It was not too overpowering. It was just right. You can light it and you will have your whole house smelling like you're baking Christmas cookies. I love the scent. I would highly recommend. Ooh. She bought it in this little handle like carrier thing. You really get an inside look into women's minds here. I have bought enough supply to hold me over for a couple of months. So there's women out here buying like 10 plus candles at a time. Yeah, sometimes the shipping takes a long time, but fucking get over it. Okay. Ever since I tried Mary Cookie last year for the first time, I fell in love with it. They had the whole body care collection for this scent out last year, along with the candle and the wallflower. And I wish they would have brought the skincare back for Christmas 2022. It's not overly sweet, like most vanilla scents, and it reminds me of growing up as a child making Christmas cookies with my family. I highly recommend this scent to have during your holiday season. Also, the packaging is always super cute. I need to see a long, smells like burning play dog. What the fuck do they mean by that? It doesn't smell merry at all. It smells like burning Play-Doh. Oh, maybe they mean Play-Doh. Jesus. All right, let's hope. Grandkids always think I'm baking cookies. So this is a great candle if you want to trick your family into thinking you're making cookies. Or like if you feel bad that you're not baking anything, you're like, yeah, I'll just throw this candle on. It's the same idea. I kind of feel like I want to bake cookies now. I always buy 3 Mary Cookie Through candles every year. This year, the throw and the scent is wonderful. It's like a true cookie scent without cinnamon, which is in the other BBW cookie scented candles. I do not like cinnamon, so I enjoy this candle every holiday. Problem with this year's candle is this style packaging is that it burns nicely until halfway. I trim the wicks and do not burn past 2 hours at a time. This candle got scooty. Oh, sooty. This candle got sooty. That's what it means. Like, why you have to trim your wicks because it gets sooty at the top. It gets all black and gross. This candle got sooty and burns quickly. The wax got all murky and started getting blackened. Nobody likes blackened wax. I don't care who you are. I am now almost finished with it. I regret buying backups. Please do better with quality, BBW. Your prices are rising and quality should not suffer. This person is pissed, but still gave 3 stars. This candle literally came in pieces. Wow. Some of them came broken, so I used it as a tart. What? Like, put it in food? Don't you feel like you understand women better after reading these candle reviews? Wow. This woman bought the spray and then used it in every room in the apartment. Top 5. That's high praise. All right, these are getting a lot of good reviews. Maybe I will buy the Merry Cookie smell. But here's the thing is, like, how long do you wanna be smelling Christmas scented candles for? Like, okay, it's already, well, basically mid-January. Like, do we really wanna be getting into February and still smelling, like, cookies and cinnamon? I guess it's probably okay for as long as it's cold weather. I think when you have cold weather, it's like, okay, you can kinda dabble in, like, the cuddle smells, like the cinnamons, the vanilla, the gingerbread, the, like, fireside. Mhm. Joe Biden wrote a review about it turning into a tart. Wow, I already know women. They aren't very bright usually, and they sleep around, so I avoid them. Okay. A tart burner. No, I don't have a tart burner. You guys have tart burners? You guys are burning tarts out here? This is the first I've heard of this. What's the best candle to have a bath with? I actually have separate candles for the bathtub. You can get them from Amazon. They're smaller and cheaper, and this is why I would never bring a 3 wicker into the bathtub. First of all, it's like, where are you gonna balance it? Get the ones that are small, almost like tea light size. Some of them come in, like, little jars, but, like, little ones that you can rest on the corners of the bathtub, and then you can have the bigger ones, like, just in the bathroom, but, like, bath candles should be small. Also, if, like, you kick one into the tub, it's, like, not the end of the world. But, like, if you wanna go, like, you get a 3 wicker, you put that on the sink or something so it's not gonna fall, and then you get your smaller ones around the bathtub for ambiance. See? I told you, it's interesting. You learn a lot about women by reading candle reviews. We also have the woodwick candles. Yep, they crackle. That's fun too. I think guys like the woodwick ones better because Frank likes them too. And they have, like, a lot of non-gay smells, the woodwick ones, like leather and cigars and uh, mahogany musk, shit like that. You like a good pine tree smell? Yeah. Maybe I'll get some pine tree scented ones. Those are good for, like, cold weather times. Wow. Marshall, I always had my suspicions, but now I know you're a tart burner. Half the shit you're reading, Chrissy, I can't see in the chat, so suppressed? Maybe. Mainly vanilla. Yeah, vanilla is always a good go-to. True. Bacon and heat, man. What? The smell of the casing after you fire? Oh, that's why don't they make a candle that smells like a freshly fired gun? That's cool. That's a great idea. But do you really want your house smelling like that? Because it might smell like fire. There was a lot of negative candle reviews because people couldn't smell and didn't realize they were broken because COVID knows. Dude, you're right. A lot of people have, like, post-COVID. I've heard this about the jab too, is it's, like, long-term affected people's smell and taste. Candles are a waste of money. Wow, unbelievable. I should ban you for that kind of hate speech. Yeah, I've yet to find a good, like, chocolate scented candle, although they do have them at Bath & Body Works. They have, like, hot chocolate scented candles. Let's see if there are any good chocolate candles for fealty. Let's see. Okay, in this sale bunch right here, I'm going to say no. But what does a tipsy elf smell like? vanilla, nutmeg, rum. That could be a lot of things. Mel Gibson got uninvited from Mardi Gras. Let's see if there is a chocolate. Chocolate. Is there a chocolate scented something here? Not really. Just a hot cocoa wallflower and a dog and a fragrance mist. Sorry, Fealty. I will keep looking for you, though. It smells pretty good. This is more of a food smell. All right. Mel Gibson just got dropped from the Mardi Gras parade over unspecific threats. Is he making the threats or did someone threaten him? Let's see. Okay. This is from The Hill, so keep that in mind. Mel Gibson dropped from Mardi Gras parade over unspecified threats. Actor Mel Gibson has been dropped as a participant in the Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans a day after he was announced as a guest as a result of unspecified threats. The New Orleans-based CBS affiliate for WWL reported on Sunday that Gibson will no longer participate in the crew of Endymion parade as a co-grand marshal and as a result of unspecified threats. The crew of Endymion is an organization that runs an annual parade for Mardi Gras. It told for WWL that it received significant feedback. Oh, so he was canceled. He got canceled from the parade. Great. The threats cause us great concern. This sounds so similar to the reasons why they canceled us at that Jersey show. That stand-up show with Josh Denny and Kumia and Gavin McGinnis. Same thing. Oh, we got threats. And then nothing happened. It is in the best interest of the safety of our riders, special guests, and everyone that welcomes us on the streets. Mel Gibson will not ride as co-grand marshal for 2023 parade. Wow. Unbelievable. But also very believable. We appreciate the cooperation of the city in addressing the issues that will allow us to present another wonderful parade this year. It sounds like this is so vague. Like they didn't cite any of their, so-called threats. Sounds like somebody probably planning the parade, like just didn't want him there. Like just doesn't like him. And they're like, oh, whoops, we got threats. Sorry, can't have you. Wow. We appreciate the cooperation of the city in addressing the issues that will allow us to present another wonderful parade this year along our entire route. It continued. We will move forward with our final preparations in the coming weeks for the largest procession in Carnival. The Anti-Defamation League, Jewish Federation for Greater New Orleans, and Greater New Orleans Rabbinic Council condemned the selection of Gibson in the parade. Yeah, sounds like they're just trying to suck up to these people. Citing past anti-Semitic, racist, and misogynistic comments he has made, those same groups applauded the organization for pulling him. This is why. Corporatism, cancel culture, all this shit, I feel like it ultimately boils down to corporations sucking up to other corporations. Certain people. Impressing certain people. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, not everyone's going to be who cares if a few people don't like Mel Gibson, but it's like it comes down to what they think he represents and who this fucking parade council can impress by pulling him. Gibson has starred in a wide range of films throughout his career, but has faced controversy over numerous comments he has made over the years concerning Jewish people, Black people, and women. One comment included a rant he allegedly made towards his ex-girlfriend in which he said the N-word. While the actor has made half-hearted attempts to apologize for his remarks over the years, there's still a great deal of pain associated with his name and deep wounds in the Jewish community from those controversies, which may never heal. I'm sorry, if like just the sight or sound of Mel Gibson is triggering you, like then you need to see a therapist because you have issues. They added, they hope the leaders of Endymion learn why choosing Gibson. Oh my God. And now they're shaming the parade people for even picking him in the first place. They hope the leaders of Endymion learn why choosing Gibson caused pain and disappointment to the Jewish community and other marginalized communities. Now, it's not enough that they polled him, they have to shame him for even letting him on in the first place. What the fuck? So fucking dumb. Unbelievable. Cancel culture rages on. They're still salty about the Passion of Christ. I gotta see that movie. Who cares? I'm English. Gibson talks shit about us all the time. Like, why are we letting words hurt you, hurt your feelings? Like, get over it. You should see my you have a candle cabinet, Marshall. I thought you were straight. It will make you question my heterosexuality. Please take a picture of your candle cabinet. What's up, Buildy? Chrissy, what if you order the worst rated ones and do a review on stream, but you have to light them all and keep them lit the whole stream? I'm not gonna light. What do you think? I'm a crazy person? I'm not gonna light multiple candles with all conflicting scents all at one time. But this is a great idea. I could order all like the worst rated, worst candles, and then do a review, and then while I'll also read the bad reviews. This one smells like a gymnastics mat. That's funny. Maybe that's a good idea. I am loving F45. In fact, I really want to go as soon as the stream is over. Oh my God. Marshall just sent me a picture of his candle. Oh God, that's a lot. Holy shit. That's a lot, Marshall. My goodness, sir. Whoops. Look how many candles. You can't even. It's not even doing it justice. This is a lot, dude. Oh my God. You guys have a lot of candles. This is. I thought I had a problem. I actually feel better now. But yeah, F45 is the shit. It's just like you can work out really hard without really having to think about it. And like once you're there, you get hyped. Like they hype you up. The music is great. What's today? Tuesday? Maybe I can go to the later one. It's easier to be vindictive than to forgive. Yeah. And tarts. Okay. Oh, Jen McMahon in the chat DM'd me a link to a friend of hers who makes good chocolate smelling candles. Ooh. Yes. Chocolate candles for fealty. Don't show them my hoarding cabinet. Okay, I won't. Sounds good. Okay, we talked about the cops fucking each other. We talked about Diamond. Rest in peace, Diamond, of Diamond and Silk. Talked about Prince Harry a little bit. What a hot mess. I hope he breaks up with Meghan Markle and then does like a tell-all. Like, I'm so sorry. She tricked me. She was a witch. Okay, y'all. This was fun. This was a fun Mayor in the morning. I'm gonna go buy some candles. And maybe some coffee. Cause I'm yawning. Yeah. What else? What's coming up this week? I don't know. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I'm gonna do my taxes because I'm late on that. Like embarrassingly late on submitting taxes. It's okay. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week. It's Tuesday, so you can still have a good week. It's only Tuesday. Whatever you do, don't check your DMs. Okay. Let's trigger the rich sheeple. Yeah, I'm booking more. I got work to do. What video did you send me? What is this? All right, I'm going to look at it later. Love you guys. Bye.